Flyweight bout, Carlos Hernandez coming in at plus 115 against Dennis Bondar, who's coming in at minus 115. Over under 2.5 rounds, minus 172.5 for the over, and plus 172.5 for the under. Bondar 4-1 in his last 5. His last fight was against Malcolm Gordon, and that one he broke his arm. He had tried to post on a takedown and broke his arm, and then we haven't seen him since. But before that, a number of withdrawals for him. And he withdrew against Ode Osborne in 2021, withdrew against Victor Rodriguez 2021, rescheduled bout with Malcolm Gordon, then lost, and then withdrew against Ode Osborne again. So maybe some health concerns for the guy because he's withdrawing and then he's breaking his arm in a fight. So that's not necessarily, something you want to look at that gives you confidence to bet on him. But the ground game is pretty solid. He's got a number of submissions, 11 on his record. He's never won a fight by decision, so he's kind of all action. And we're looking at this one against Carlos Hernandez, who most of the time goes to decision and has been pretty durable throughout his career. He's only been finished once, and that was in his last fight against Alan Nascimento. So kind of a clash of styles. What are you thinking?
Yeah, man, watching tape, Bondar is so fun to watch at times. I mean, he's got a pace. He's strong. He kind of looks like a smaller guy, but he's strong, especially when he gets his hands locked. He's got good control. He can get it done on the ground. I was watching one of his past fights, and I don't remember exactly which opponent it was in one of the lower level promotions, but he was a good 5 inches shorter than the dude. And he goes out there, has a tough, battle in the first round, and then gets the dude down, who is a good grappler himself, and submits him via arm triangle. And I mean, he's clearly a way smaller dude. So it was impressive to me that he was able to, control him like that, find an impressive submission. Hernandez just doesn't do a lot that impresses me. And, we haven't really seen him too much in the UFC so far against Altamirano. And he won the split decision, but again, it wasn't anything that he did that was great. Nothing he really did that was bad, but against a guy like Bondar, who has a lot of fun fights, who's going to come forward, be aggressive. He's going to be in your face the whole time. He's fast. He's a good striker. And if he gets Hernandez down, I just think he's going to be stronger, and that control will be a lot better. I really like Bondar here. I really do. I'm not sold on Hernandez in the least bit. I can't wait till the props come out because I think we do see him finish Hernandez one way or the other. So that's going to be my pick, and I'll probably definitely have a bet on this one as well.
Yeah, I'm going to go with him as well because, I mean, he was a minus 280 favorite against Malcolm Gordon, and obviously lost that one because he got injured. So they were pretty high on him coming into the UFC, and now we're getting him against Carlos Hernandez, who, I mean, won that. I don't know. That was a close fight against Victor Altamirano. Let's just say that. It wasn't one-sided by the least bit.
Right.
Split decision. Could have went either way. So he could be 0-2 in the UFC. And I just don't think he has that high of a ceiling. And Bondar definitely has a much higher ceiling looking at this. He's been off for a while. I bet he's probably, really itching to get in there and get a win, considering he's had all those bouts rescheduled and then got injured. So, I mean, his last win was 2020 in August. So that's near 3 years since his last win. So I'm going to guess he comes in here really wanting to get a win and really motivated to get a win. And, minus 115 against Carlos Hernandez is it's not a bad price considering what, Hernandez has done in the UFC. So I'm going to go with Bondar for the pick and could see it by submission.
The good thing about his injury, too, is it's not like a shoulder or a knee, it's like a broken arm that can heal and you can kind of get back in there. But man, that was nasty against Gordon. I was interested to see how that fight would have played out too, because you got Gordon who gets finished. Bondar was being aggressive in there, kind of got clipped once, but yeah, man, I'm excited to see him. I think, this guy could either be a bust or he's going to make a lot of noise in the UFC, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.